Do you see the countdown?
No.
2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome to the Cash Furnace. My name is Paul Kinzerski, and together with my co-host Eric Downs, we aim to become your go-to source for daily stock and crypto market news. Today's date is Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. In today's podcast, we're going to cover BEZOS stepping down as CEO and their earnings for last quarter being astronomical. In the crypto world, we're going to talk about Grayscale's BTC trust pump. We're going to look at the past. We're going to look at what's happening tomorrow. This is a big deal. We're also going to talk about Ethereum breaking all-time highs. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see and you want the news to keep coming, make sure to hit that comment, hit that like button, subscribe, help us run up this YouTube algorithm. Let's make some money. All right, Eric.
Let's do it.
BEZOS. This was a huge, huge day for Amazon.
He's gone. Is he leaving? Is he dead?
No,
Is
he's executive chair.
He's executive chair, which I learned from Polly about 2 minutes ago means he's the head of the board.
I think.
Yeah,
I don't know
don't
that
know.
well.
I should look. What is executive chair? I probably should have done this before we hit record, but hey,
this
whatever.
is a news channel,
Oh,
not a Google searching
I hit
channel.
what is executive chair, and I get a bunch of really fancy chair shopping results. That's helpful. Okay, well anyway, this is huge, right? Because Amazon is Amazon the biggest company in the world? I don't know
I don't
if
has
they're the biggest.
I wasn't sure if Tesla is valued higher than them now.
Yeah, oh, Walmart. Holy cow.
I'm that's kind of given. I should have known that.
Wow. Okay. Amazon number 3
Okay.
behind Aramco. Holy crap. Saudi Aramco. Okay. Whatever. The third biggest company in the world. The guy who started it all as an online bookstore in 1994
Out of
and that
his
has now
garage.
expanded to cover every aspect of our modern lives, not including but not limited to all of the websites that you use on a daily basis.
Yep.
And of course, Amazon Prime Video, all the other stuff we all know. Amazon's gonna be fine, but this is the guy that spearheaded the whole thing, that led the charge for all of these years, and he is stepping down from his CEO position to be executive chair. Paulie, what do you think?
I think it's well timed because let's talk about those earnings we saw today.
Wow. Okay.
Is that
Yes.
was that the biggest beat for a company of this size ever?
It may have been. It was their first $100 billion quarter, right?
Yeah.
And their EPS, earnings per share, I have this up here, was expected or forecasted to be $7.23 EPS. They came in at just shy of double that,
Which is
1409.
which for
Absolutely
a
insane.
valuation of Amazon, right? To beat
Yeah.
by that much is so mind-boggling. Everybody's I mean, you think off the bat, all eyes are on Amazon. All the analysts are on Amazon, right? You think they would be tracking how many packages are coming by and like
Oh
looking at
yeah.
all of the shipping. And still to beat estimates by double is
Yeah.
absolutely absurd.
It's insane. You have to think about the sheer scale of Amazon and everything they cover. They cover the whole effing world. Okay? They cover the entire world, and it makes you think like, man, okay, sure, it was a holiday quarter. I get that bump, holiday sales
But
bump, sure. But
that's not even their biggest asset anymore, at least I
it's
don't think. I think Amazon Web Services are above and beyond what simply shipping to
so
houses.
it's
provides.
technically still less of their business. I looked into this the other day. It's technically still less of their business than Prime in the actual website. It's a very considerable size of the business. And
Right.
if I'm being totally honest, I don't know in this earnings basically what they attributed to the most growth because the big headline was Bezos stepping down.
Right.
But it's just boggling to think that, like, okay, a company that whether you look at either space, right? Whether you look at the retail space or you look at the digital media space, you look at the, I mean, they own companies like they own a billion companies like Ring and I don't know. And then all the Amazon Web Services, the servers that power our favorite websites. To think at to think about how vast their market share is, and then somehow they're able to, and not that they doubled their market share, but somehow we're able to squeeze out 100% earnings
I
above what was
I don't.
expected.
We'll have to do some digging to see where
Yeah,
the unknown profitability came from, because it
because
was
like
astronomical, right? I mean,
because it makes sense, right? Or it makes sense if you're a little small cap company, right?
yep.
If
Right.
you're a little ding dong company, oh yeah, they're nobodies. We expect them to make $1 million this year, and you
Right.
make 2 million. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right.
The bar was set low. But this is Amazon, third biggest company in the world, and they
And it has
still,
so many eyes on it. So many people are analyzing
yeah,
every piece of their business. I don't know how the hell they did this, but kudos. But the reason why I bring up earnings report and Bezos stepping down at the same time, right? Because for the viewers in our trading chat, Eric mentioned, hey, Bezos is stepping down. And I wasn't looking at the price. I just saw that and I knew you, Eric, were holding throughout this earnings report. And
hmm
I said, sorry, man, that really fucking blows. Looks like, I guess Amazon's going to be on sale. And you go, did you look at the chart? And I was like, what do you mean? Bezos is the founder. Every time this happens, think about when Steve Jobs left Apple, how much they got beat down, right? Now, granted, he may not be as eccentric as someone like Elon Musk or Steve Jobs or something, right? But he is that company. You think Amazon, you think Bezos.
yep,
Plain and
and, and
simple.
and up until a few months ago, he was the richest man in the world. You know,
Right.
so
So I think they timed this. They said, look at this. We are going to absolutely crush this quarter. What's better timing, Bezos? You've been talking about potentially starting to step down from your position here. This announcement on the day that we make a beat, such a big beat, would be a great time so our stock prices don't just get absolutely hammered.
yeah.
And what happens? You made money in aftermarket.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I had options open, so we'll see what happens when market open tomorrow. But yes, it
Right,
was up. It was up after hours,
right.
much to my surprise. Much to my surprise.
Me too, man. Happy you made out though. At least so far. We'll see.
I hope to make out tomorrow.
But I think it was perfect timing on their part. I bet you if they didn't have such a beat this quarter, if it just came out as even or something like that, Bezos wouldn't have officially stepped down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a great time to do it, like you said.
Yep.
Great time to do it. I'm sort of parsing through some summaries here. Um, wow, holy cow. Okay, so Bezos, he did step down, saying he's going to work on new projects. He's still very much involved with company decisions and all that stuff. That's to be expected. Outside of its core retail business, Amazon's cloud computing unit saw its revenue climb 28% to $12 billion from $9
Yep.
billion a year
I knew
earlier.
it, man. I knew it. Because they offer very reliable web services
Yep,
at a very um, reasonable price, right?
very
So
much
they have
so.
tons of people switching over. And
Yeah,
why
it's
wouldn't
true.
you?
I've used it myself, and I can attest to
Right,
that.
right.
So, anyway, huge day, man. I mean, huge day for the market in general, but wow, who saw that coming? Only
No
time
one.
will tell what
Yeah.
happens to the company and the stock from here, but historic day, man, and glad we're here for it.
Yeah, great
But
to see.
speaking of historic days, Paulie, I hear
Do
you have
I
some crypto
have
news.
do I have an update for our viewers?
Please,
So,
please.
I've been doing a ton of digging on the big boys, right? Because it's my favorite topic, and their investments into Bitcoin as well as Ethereum now, because their Ethereum's breaking its all-time high, and I preached it again and again. I believe Ethereum is the equivalent of the derivatives market. I believe that it is going to be more fundamentally valuable to own Ethereum in the future once Bitcoin levels off than it will to own Bitcoin, which is kind of crazy to think about considering the vast difference in their pricing right now. However, looking into, we've talked previously on this podcast about the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, right? GBTC.
Hmm.
That's how normal people can buy into Bitcoin without actually owning the asset, and they could utilize it in their 401ks, Roth IRAs, etc. Right? So, what I learned today was that there is a premium that we've also talked about. But if you are in the top 5% of Grayscale's investors, you are allowed to buy Bitcoin at the exact value. You're allowed to buy GBTC at the same exact value as Bitcoin. You don't pay that premium. However, there's one caveat to this. When you do that, there is a locking period. For 6 months, you cannot sell that GBTC, right?
Hmm.
So, say you own one GBTC. That premium in the market, which is typically 22 to 41%, we've seen the difference, is automatically added to your account. You automatically guaranteed, if you sell on the market within those 6 months, you get the difference in your pocket of that premium. So what happens? The big players, the one that are buying tons and tons of money, millions of dollars of GBTC, will, after the unlocking period, sell their GBTC for that 30-ish percent premium, that guaranteed 30% markup,
Hmm.
take the cash and buy the actual asset of Bitcoin. So
Wow.
they get 30% more Bitcoin just by first going through Grayscale Bitcoin.
Jeez, dude.
And every single time since Grayscale has announced this Bitcoin trust, there's been an unlocking period. For the next month or so, we've seen a rise, a significant rise in the price of Bitcoin. And there's a beautiful, beautiful article that goes over this. It's made by, it's a little old because it goes over, it was published in December, but it's on Hacker Noon, and it's called Grayscale's Pump Effect Means 2021 Will Start Slow. It was published on the 25th of December. And it lays over every single past unlocking event and the subsequent price rise. And there's been 6 events and there's been 6 price rises.
So when wait, so
So
when does this hit exactly?
the next unlocking event is tomorrow.
Oh my.
Yeah, baby.
Hang on, I'm texting my mom. Buy Bitcoin, mom.
No, it's like so what they'll do, right, is they will sell that premium, buy that Bitcoin, watch, because they're taking the Bitcoin off the market, the price rises, right? Supply and demand.
Yep.
And they essentially utilize that premium as it rides up. They take those profits as well.
Yep. Hmm.
And then when the price cools down, the premium shrinks. And then they buy back in for the next trust, for the next unlocking. And it's just this cycle that these guys are doing. So I think we are now on track tomorrow, starting tomorrow. This next wave will be to the 52K Bitcoin.
Re-
It is going to be
Paulie,
a very, very good month, my friend.
Paulie. Oh shit, dude, that's awesome.
So I hope I explain that well enough where it's understandable because it's a complicated process.
Yeah.
But essentially, why Grayscale does this is that they lock up pretty much all the BTC. They almost guarantee only inflows into their trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then they could buy more Bitcoin and capture more of the market. It's genius. And
Yeah.
all us regular day investors who want a piece are paying that premium on GBTC. It's crazy. But I'm so excited. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. This next week is going to be a big week. This next month is going to be a huge month.
Wow, dude.
I'm pumped.
All right.
On top of that,
On
we
top
hit
of that, there's
Ethereum.
more.
We hit Ethereum new all-time high today, and we're riding it right now.
Yep.
We are currently at
1524.
1524. And now this is simply price discovery mode. If you look at the hourly, we're just going up, flagging, going up, flagging. And the cool part is this 1500 was a very psychological level, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we might drop a little bit, but we busted through the 1500 pretty considerably and are consolidating really nice now. We're throwing a nice flag on it. So, at least on the hourly. Once this 1500 level is confirmed that we broke it, if we stay here a little bit, 2000 is going to come really fast. Really fast.
Okay.
I bet you by Sunday we are at if not above 2000. So, again,
Wait,
very
wait.
good week for crypto.
Just say that one more time, Paulie. Let's just make that very clear. You bet what?
By Sunday, we will be at or above 2000. There is one caveat to have here, and it's how fast Bitcoin rises off of this unlocking event.
Mm.
So if we see a meteoric rise, yes, Ethereum will rise, but it won't be as crazy huge spike as it could potentially be if Bitcoin trends sideways. Because again, what have we covered over and over? The big boy, as soon as it starts running, all the money that people were making off the altcoins, all the profits flow right back into Bitcoin
Mm-hmm.
to jump on that elevator up. I wouldn't even call it elevator at this point. It's a rocket, right? When it shoots,
Yeah.
it shoots. So that is the one caveat. But I'm pumped, man. This is gonna be a fucking
Yeah.
great week.
Holy
Great
cow,
month.
dude. Yeah. This is gonna be all right. This is gonna be all right. This is good timing. This is good timing. I have some larger expenses coming up that might benefit from this. So we'll see. I mean,
Don't
I don't want
sell
to
it,
take.
bro.
No, I won't. I won't. But I mean, I won't. I won't. I really won't. But yeah, having that's nice. Great update, Paulie. Man,
Yes.
good one.
Positive, very positive update compared to
Yeah,
a
indeed.
couple things last week. So
Man, so
good to see.
if you guys been sitting on the sidelines, you know, holding cash, not sure, is it gonna fall? Is it gonna rise? If Paulie's right, now is the time. Now,
We are
right now.
still we are still well within the parabolic trend that I constantly talk about. We got a long time. We got at least the rest of until fall. At least until fall. So
Yep. Man,
I wouldn't be
listen,
worried, guys. Don't freak out when we see these little drops like we saw from 40K. Everything needs to correct. This is stocks 101, right? You
yep,
shoot up, you need a nice healthy correction in order to make sure the market is good and healthy because the faster you shoot up, if there is no correction, the
yep.
bigger the correction is going to be.
That's
So,
right. Absolutely right. So, listen, guys, this is some great news. This is some great advice. If you know someone, if you or a friend have been sitting on the sidelines with your cash, wondering to yourself, should I buy Bitcoin? What if it goes down? Now's a great time. And now's a great time. And if this explanation was helpful to you and you think it'd be helpful to a friend, the best thing you can do is share this podcast.
And hit that
Send it
like
out.
button, baby. Let
Smash the
me
like button.
let me know if I explained it correctly. If we need some clarification on the next episode, I'd be happy to do so. So,
Yeah, and we'll jump in the comments too.
all right.
Yeah. All right, guys. Again, this has been the Cash Furnace. As always, if you liked what you saw today, do us 3 favors. Like, comment, subscribe. Help us out. Help us pump the algorithm. If we can get ourselves higher on the search results than Bitcoin gets in the next God knows how long, it's going to be a race against our channel and Bitcoin to see who rises faster. But we need your help to do that. And you know what? It's a hell of a lot cheaper to invest in us than it is in Bitcoin. So hit that like button. Hit all the buttons, man. Click every button you see on the screen. And until next time, let's keep making that money, Paulie.
Peace out, guys.